Hello everyone, welcome to D&D News. How's it going? I am Greg Tito and I'm here. I'm back in the saddle. I was on vacation slash familial obligations for the last week or so, and I am ready to get into it with you guys about everything that's happening in the Dungeons & Dragons world. And I'm going to start off by talking about the Stream of Many Eyes. That's right, this big, huge event in Los Angeles, June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. It has been my life's work for the last couple of months. Well, I might even say last couple of years or decades or centuries even. I've been putting it all together. It is a building off point from the Stream of Annihilation last year here in Seattle. We brought all of the Dungeons & Dragons streamers who were able to come to one place. Tons of actors, tons of comedians from all over the world. I could say that because there were people from the UK and from Australia. And they were in one place and celebrated Dungeons & Dragons and kicked off the Tomb of Annihilation storyline. We're doing something very similar for the Stream of Many Eyes. It is in Los Angeles this time around. But we're taking it up a notch. There is going to be lots of surprises, narratives, celebrities, actors, streamers, YouTubers extraordinaire, cosplayers, real sets, real live animals. No, I don't think there's any animals. But there's going to be a blacksmith, perhaps, maybe even a lots of delicious food made in cake form. All of these fun things will all be at the Stream of Many Eyes, including news about the new storyline from Dungeons & Dragons. That's going to be the big news item on June 1st. We're going to show you everything there is to know and to feel inspired about the new storyline, and it's going to be great. So tune in on twitch.tv/DND at 4 p.m. Pacific time. That's when you can find out all about the new story, as well as getting some insight into what's going to happen for the rest of the weekend. On June 2nd, there will be lots and lots of D&D games happening with some of your favorite crews, including Sirens of the Realms, Girls Guts Glory will also be a part of it, and then some new groups, including Dark and Dicey, which is from Nate's group from Dice Camera Action, will be starting and performing live for the Stream of Many Eyes. And then a new group called Rivals that will be there as well. We'll introduce all of them very soon on our website. So go check out dnd.wizards.com/SOME for all the information about who's going to be there. We'll be updating it with more and more over the next few weeks as we get closer to June 1st. And on June 3rd, you, the public, anybody who wants to, can travel to New York City, travel to Los Angeles and watch some amazing stuff happening live. You will get tons of D&D merch, all kinds of swag, more swag than you could ever possibly imagine, as well as the opportunity to purchase more merch from some of our partners. Tour some of the sets that are going to be there, get into the studio audience and watch live one of the most amazing performances of your life. I'm saying that because it's guaranteed to be true. Or not, but there's some great shows there, including Mark Holmes and his crew, Chris Trott and Katie Morrison, and with a special guest, Matthew Lillard, will be the first session. Dice Camera Action will be there with all of the cast members together for the first time in costume. You can buy tickets for that. Go check it out. And then a very special adventure run by none other than Deborah Ann Wall, who we've interviewed before for Dragon Talk. She has been in a season of Force Grey. She will be dungeon mastering her own adventure, which is pretty great. And we've got some special guests lined up for that we have not yet announced, but we'll announce soon. And then for the closer, the final performance is Jox Machina. That is Joe Manganiello, Travis Willingham, and others. All tanks, all athletes, all people who you wouldn't have thought played Dungeons & Dragons as few as 5 years ago. Definitely not when we were growing up. But they are in it to win it. They love it as much as everyone else does, and we're breaking down stereotypes by showing Jox Machina for the final performance of the Stream of Many Eyes. Everyone be able to watch it all season, all weekend long on June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. You'll be able to see it all on the Twitch channel. We've got lots of great cameras and amazing setups for you to be able to view it. So don't worry if you can't travel to Los Angeles and see it in person, but if you can, grab some tickets while you can. You can get tickets at that aforementioned URL, which is dnd.wizards.com/SOME. That's Stream of Many Eyes, in case you're wondering. If you want to find out more about it, you can go to the follow the hashtag on Twitter, which is SOMEDND. So as I did in the tweet announcing this, you can say some D&D. It's a great little play on words, which I don't think we even realized until people started using it that way. I'm really excited about this event. I will be there. And many of the members of the Dungeons & Dragons team will be there, including Mike Merles, Jeremy Crawford, Kate Welch, and Chris Perkins, not to mention Nathan Stewart, and a lot of the great marketing team who's been putting this all together. So shout out to all of the work that's been doing there. I can't wait to present it to you. There's going to be tons of surprises, things you won't even know, man, until it really happens and it shows up. So I'm excited about it. I'll remind you more about it as we get closer. There is tons of fun stuff. I still want to update you before we get to Dice Camera Action at 4 p.m. Pacific time tonight. That's happening in 23 minutes. It's going to be exciting. All right, so on to some other fun news that you should know about. Let's discuss Podcasts of Foes. Yes, so Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, as I kick down the computer, is coming very soon. It is in game stores May 18th. You can get the standard copy there or the alternate cover. You can also buy it everywhere, the standard cover, starting May 29th. But in order to kind of celebrate what's been happening with live play audio podcasts, as well as everyone being excited about the new monsters and new content that's coming from Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, we are doing a promotion called the Podcasts of Foes, in which we have gathered, and I say we, it was actually mostly Victoria Rogers from the Broadsword, so shout out to her for helping me organize all this. She assembled 24 live play podcasts and 2 live streams from around the community. They all got a copy of Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes a little bit early. They were able to create one-shots, adventures, or something really entertaining using a monster or a piece of lore from the book itself, and we are previewing them right now on the Dungeon Delve RSS feed. These are all audio play podcasts, so you have to listen with your ears, although there will be 2 live streams as well. Coming on the Sundays. That's one of those. We so far have put out ones from the Venture Maidens and Sneak Attack. Dungeon Drunks and A Lawful and Orderly is coming today, right, Jeremy? At some point today is going to be posted. We've been a little bit late on getting them up as far as timing goes, as far as Pacific time and things like that. But they should be posted today. 2 new pieces of content basically will be posted on the Dungeon Delve RSS feed every day, every weekday, leading up to the release of Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes in game stores on May 18th. So tomorrow we've got Rolled Like a Girl, Drunks and Dragons, and that I'm excited about all those. And then we have a whole bunch that you can find out. So go to dnd.wizards.com/MTOF. That's Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, and you can find out all about the groups who are participating in this, as well as how to download each one of the episodes as they go live. They're going to be on their own RSS feeds, not just ours, but we're putting them all on Dungeon Delve for now. Another fun tidbit for you Dice Camera Action fans, as well as Dungeon Delve subscribers, if you listen to the podcast form of Dice Camera Action, we are going to be creating a new RSS feed in the next couple of days that will contain all of the episodes from Dice Camera Action in order from the beginning. We're starting with the first season of Dice Camera Action, so episode 1 through episode 32, I believe, will be up on that new RSS feed, as well as all the ones that used to be on the Dungeon Delve feed will also be on there. We will do a second batch pretty soon, and so eventually all of Dice Camera Action will be available in audio form if you wanted to go back and see some of them or revisit what happened and see some of the background of Strix, Dieth, Evelyn, and Paulton as they learn about their characters in real time through the amazing storytelling that's been going on with Kith Perkins. Or if you have fans who wanted to watch live but just don't like watching the video but are podcast fans, this might be a way to get them invested in this storyline as well too. So we will be announcing the actual name of that RSS feed very soon in the next couple of weeks, but I wanted to let you guys who are big fans of Dice Camera Action and all those things to know about it going forward. So, sweet. Yes, Banjo wins. Sweet DCA podcasts. Yes. And I agree, Potter Boy 111. DCA does, in fact, rock. It is true. Good stuff all around. Akeisha Roberts, you're excited for Tome of Foes. That's awesome. I am too. There is so much great content and lore, especially is what I'm excited about, the lore sections of those books, talking about the Elves, I think, for the first time, the schism between the Elves and the Dark Elves in more detail, especially in the guise of what's happening with them in 5th edition. The Gith, you get to find out about the Gith Yankee and the Gith Zerai, the Blood War, what's happening with devils versus demons, how they all work. A lot of devils are statted up, and archdevils for the first time in 5th edition. We also have a chapter on halflings and gnomes. That's right, halflings and gnomes, who are not part of any of the conflicts of the multiverses, but there is a bit about them and how they were able to avoid conflict for so long. So, halfling and gnome fans out there, I'm playing a halfling right now, so I'm interested in learning more about that. This new D&D water bottle, I meant to take off the sticker off the bottom, so I didn't telegraph to everybody what's going on there. But it is really, really quite good. I enjoy it. I enjoy it quite a bit, and it's full of nice, cold, delicious water. I also want to tell you about some other fun stuff. I mentioned Dark and Dicey is coming to the Stream of Many Eyes. They will be performing live, but it is starting to stream on Monday, May 14th. That's right, next Monday. You'll be able to watch not just one, but 2 weekly streams featuring Nate Sharp, otherwise known as Paulton, on Dice Camera Action. He'll be playing a new character in a new group of, I want to call them lovable rogues, perhaps? Scoundrels? Not exactly evil characters. I learned in my discussion with Dungeon Master KG Tang, as well as Nate. It was kind of formed mostly because Christina V wanted to play Yuan Ti. And the group kind of coalesced around that. They're not exactly your best friends, not exactly heroes, but they aren't exactly all evil people either. So Nathan is playing a Kenku Swamp Druid named Pluck. Hunter Hughes is playing an Oathbreaker Paladin named Kovacs, which I can't wait to hear more about. Anna Brisbane is playing a Lightfoot Halfling Barbarian named Trixa. And Zach Callison is playing a Deep Gnome Ranger named Werblund. I can't wait to see how this adventure unfolds. It's going to be pretty exciting. Starts Monday, May 14th at 7 p.m. Pacific Time, right here on Dungeons & Dragons Twitch channel. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. You are good people. You will get updates when they go live. But it is very exciting to me that out of all of the main cast of Dice Camera Action, I would say Nathan was the least experienced as far as playing Dungeons & Dragons and role-playing games before, by his own admission. But it's so great to see him embrace the fantasy role-playing storytelling that you can get through Dungeons & Dragons. I think the Dice Camera Action cast has done a great job of coalescing around that, and it's really cool to see him run with it, in addition to his music career and everything like this, and getting these people and his friends on board with this new show, Dark and Dicey, which is going to be pretty exciting. So go check it out if you're interested. It's going to be great. So, the Lambert House. We are still deep in the throes of selling t-shirts through customink.com. These awesome t-shirts have the D&D ampersand in rainbow form on them. I love them. I was wearing one earlier. I get tons of people being excited about it every time I wear it. You can pick one up right now. It's at the link that Lauren is throwing in there. It is fantastic, and all the proceeds go to support the Lambert House, as I said, and it is a center for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning youth. and it empowers youth through the development of leadership, social, and life skills. They got tons of programs, tons of activities. So not only does your shirt look awesome and it's perfect for heading out to your gay pride parades over the next couple of months, you also are supporting this great community building efforts of the Lambert House and making sure that folks who need support can get it. So it's a great cause. I suggest you go out and check it out if you're interested. We have sold more than 3,000 t-shirts through this promotion, raising more than $40,000 for the Lambert House. So it's been super exciting to see the responses, and it is still got, gosh, I think it's still up for another few weeks. So I think there's time. You can purchase them now, and they will go away, I think, by the end of May. I think it's May 22nd is the deadline for that. So if you're thinking about pulling the trigger, maybe you should go ahead and get that t-shirt now before time runs out. Art and Arcana is a visual history of Dungeons & Dragons, tracing the artwork from the 70s all the way on to today, really, even as late as last year. There's some pieces in there. It's a huge coffee table book. 700 pieces of art from all the history of Dungeons & Dragons are contained within its 400 pages. It's pretty amazing. You can pre-order it now. I've talked about it before. The authors are really awesome. Michael Whitwer, Kyle Newman, John Peterson, and Sam Whitwer. You might recognize that name. He played Mordenkainen in the first season of Curse of Strahd, as well as a few other guest guest appearances. That's the word I was looking for. So yeah, go check it out. Again, you can pre-order it now, and it will arrive on your doorstep and on your coffee table and or game table on October 23rd, 2018. Good stuff. If you're looking for more D&D apparel, you can get the Think Geek Acererak Splatter Paint Hoodie. I've showed it off on a few previous D&D newses. Still available now, as well as the D&D Galactic shirt. I wore that on vacation a lot with some non-D&D fans, and they all just were gushing over how awesome that purple shirt is with the pink ampersand. It's got some Tron-like grid underneath it that makes it look really cool. So check that out if you're interested in more D&D apparel that is transcendent and people love no matter what. There's also the D&D Hawaiian shirt as a tribute to the late, great Gary Gygax. I mentioned Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes already. It is coming up pretty hot. You might be able to check out some previews at some of our favorite outlets out there, including some new ones that you may not have known. So check out on the interwebs for everyone writing about what's happening with Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes and previewing some pages as we get closer to when it comes out on May 18th. I'll let you know when those actually get posted. Speaking of which, there has been a lot of fun stuff happening in the press that we wanted to let you know about. People have been talking about this one big article that was in the Seattle Times. That's right, one of our local papers here in the Seattle, Washington area. They were talking about the coming to the Wizards of the Coast offices and being transported into a whole new world. Columnist Nicole Broder was awesome. We spoke to her for a long time. She was here all day long, just kind of getting the download on everything that's happening with Dungeons and Dragons, as well as the Stream of Many Eyes. And she reported, just what it was like to be in the building. It was pretty awesome hearing the quotes from Perkins, Crawford, as well as Nathan Stewart of Fireside Chat fame. As well as last week's D&D news. So we're really excited about it. The one quote that I wanted to pull out here is that all this stuff is contributing to the magic of the game. No matter who plays or where, D&D is fed by imagination and fantasy and story, all made clear the minute you step through the doors of its headquarters and 44 years after it started. That's crazy. 44 years since D&D has been around, and it's had its best year ever in 2017. And it was cool to have Nicole come and take a look at that. And as a non-fan, be very taken with both the team as well as the amount of work that we're doing here on pushing this forward. So really cool stuff. If you haven't read it, go ahead and check it out. It's a great read if you're interested in what's happening here in the D&D world. We showed this a little bit earlier, but I wanted to show it again. Geek and Sundry wrote up a great article about what's happening at the Stream of Many Eyes, including some of their luminaries at the Vox Machina side of things, or the Jox Machina side of things. So the write-up was awesome. I enjoyed it very much. You see a picture there of Joe, Sam, Taliesin, and Marisha. We're hoping all of them are able to join for this. At the very least, we can confirm Joe Manganello and Travis Willingham will be there for Jox Machina, and the rest of them will be very closely watching and or participating and playing. Matt Mercer might actually be able to play. He was able to play during the Stream of Annihilation last year, and he's excited to not have to Dungeon Master as much as he is want to do, and get to experience some of the fun of being a player at a table at events like this. So you can look for him in Deborah Ann Wall's game, actually. So that should be pretty great. And one other thing I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of, I'm not really clear on exactly what's happening here, but there seems to be some kind of puzzle or clue chasing thing happening. It's kind of fascinating to watch the community learn more about this. Christian Hoffer at comicbook.com wrote an article, a series of articles really, about some of the secret messages that have been discovered in Yelp reviews, including some of these, what are these symbols here? I'm not really sure, but it is pretty exciting. Read this article that is being linked here in the chat right about now. It's interesting. I'm not really sure what it means or what it's all about. I'm sure it's purely speculation or just some players having some fun. But I'm confused. I want to learn more. So I'm going to join. There's a couple of ways you can get involved here that Christian listed, including joining a Discord server, as well as the hashtag Volo something. What was it? The hashtag Volo. Team Volo, that's what it is. Hashtag Team Volo. Look for that on the Twitter. There's a strange Twitter account called Immortal Fortress with some weird numbers in there that might be able to tell you more information. I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm very excited that there's some speculation about what is happening, and I can't wait to learn more. Maybe you guys can figure it out. So for those of you who are just tuning in now, I'm really excited about some D&D that's happening. Hashtag some D&D. The Stream of Many Eyes is on June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We will announce the new Dungeons & Dragons storyline on June 1st, starting at 4 p.m. Pacific time. The whole event is happening all weekend long. There is going to be tons of surprises, lots of performances, lots of costumes and props and sets. Things that you may not ever think of when you think of Dungeons & Dragons will be shown during this event. I've been pretty excited about it. I've been working really hard on presenting this for you guys. So we learned a lot from the Stream of Annihilation, and we're taking it up a notch for the Stream of Many Eyes. It is in Los Angeles. Again, it is on June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Tons of content all going on. You can watch it all on twitch.tv/DND all weekend long. But if you're in the LA area, or if you have the means to travel to the LA area on June 3rd, you can buy tickets right now to come and watch some of your favorite live streamers perform live. You can be a part of the studio audience. Watch it all happen before your eyes. If you're interested in traveling in costume, being as your D&D character, I think that's super awesome. Please do that. You will not be disappointed with your surroundings at all. And it's a great way to get some Dungeons & Dragons swag that you can't get anywhere else. Merch from a lot of our partners. I mentioned 10 Speed Press and their Art and Arcana book. They might be there, as well as Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. They might be there. Our friends at Beamdog are really excited about traveling and maybe performing. Being some characters, you never know. There is also Neverwinter, even though it's not in the same vein or area of what we're talking about, but Neverwinter is going to be there and having a lot to do and a lot more exciting news popping out around about that time. Not to mention our friends at Beetle and Grimm. What is Beetle and Grimm? Well, you'll find out on June 1st, but it's pretty exciting, and it is something that I think might have been bandied about for a long time, but someone with the wherewithal to put it all together is making something really awesome happening with our newest storyline adventure that's going to be coming out this fall. So I can't wait for everyone to tune in on twitch.tv/DND starting on June 1st. It's going to be super exciting. It will all be up on YouTube or on our Twitch archives after the fact, so don't worry about it. If you can't watch it live, you can watch all of the content as you do anything that's up here on this channel after the fact. But it's super fun to be there watching it live with all of your friends on the chats. We're all going to be there and having a great time. A lot of the D&D team will be there, including Jeremy Crawford, Mike Merles, Kate Welch, Nathan Stewart, and Chris Perkins. He will be performing Dice Camera Action live with all 4 of the cast members in costume twice. That's right, twice. He'll be performing it. The whole entire cast will be performing it on Friday, I believe at 8 p.m. Pacific time, and then on Sunday, they're part of the live studio audiences that you can buy tickets to come and watch them perform live there too. So it's going to be super cool. Dice Camera Action fans, you will not be disappointed. If you're in the LA area, please check out where you can buy tickets at dnd.wizards.com/SOME. All the information, all the groups is going to be at that address. You can purchase tickets all there. We're going to be parceling out more and more information about what's going to be happening, but we're purposely keeping some of it a little bit secret, close to the chest, because we want to surprise and to let you guys with what the event is as it's happening. So again, it's going to be super exciting and watching live, and we're really excited about it. So mark your calendars, watch it with us. We'll be there. I'll be in the back biting my nails. Not really sure whether or not it's working or not. So I will need all the validation from you guys that I can possibly get. Thanks for that. So what is going on, guys? I think I might want to get out of here. I am very excited about Dice Camera Action happening. You can watch it in about 2 minutes, go live. After that, we have Sirens of the Realm starting at 6 p.m. Pacific time tonight, followed by on Wednesday, Acquisitions Incorporated, the C-Team at 4 p.m. Maze Arcana, the Inkwell Society. If you guys haven't been following that, it's pretty awesome. It's set in Eberron. I love all of the people playing in there. On Thursday, we've got Codame Entertainment talking about Idle Champions, the fun stuff happening there. We're hosting Waffle Talk at 4 p.m. Pacific time. That is a great show by Sean McGovern at Power Score RPG. If you haven't paid attention to it, it is an after show where they discuss everything that's happened in the most recent episode of Dice Camera Action. As I mentioned, we are going to be changing up the RSS feeds for podcasts. There will be its own feed for Dice Camera Action audio that you can check out very soon. We'll give you more information about that. If you want to find out, follow me. I'm on Twitter at Greg Tito, or you can follow Wizards at Wizards_DND, and we'll get you all the information we could possibly want into your brain pans. I've got one big announcement coming tomorrow that has to do with someone I've talked about on this podcast or on this D&D news. That's gonna be humming. That's all I'm gonna say. So follow closely tomorrow on the Wizards D&D Twitter as well as on my Twitter, and that's about all I'm gonna say. All right, I'm not gonna spoil it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best. I'm gonna leave this to an ad. Those of you who have subscribed, you are awesome. You won't see this ad, but we're gonna play it right now for those of you who haven't. We really appreciate it. You are the best. Enjoy the next episode of Dice Camera Action as it is beamed into your eyeballs. Good night.